Hey guys, this is Laila Alieh, your lifestyle and wedding fitness coach, and today I have a special guest with us, and that is my beautiful bride, Leslie Kingseed. And we are about to wrap up our 310-day of coaching together from the Wedding Fit Forever Academy, which is our online one-on-one coaching program. And I wanted to bring Leslie on to the video to really share with us her story, because I find it to be very inspirational, simply because I'm sure a lot of you brides out there are thinking about slimming down for the gown, sweating for the wedding, but also just making a complete lifestyle change. So I thought I'd ask Leslie to kind of really share with us her experience, and then also, most importantly, what she did to lose over 45 pounds in 300 days. So it's a lot, and let's get started. All right, Leslie, thank you so much for coming today.
No problem.
I'm excited to have you here just because I really have enjoyed getting to know you and work with you. And you also got to come on the Wedding Fit Forever retreat in Bali. So we even got deeper there, and which is really fun because it was kind of towards the end of your journey working together with me. That you came, and then even after the retreat, you still kept on losing more weight, more inches, and kept going. So I have a couple of questions I want to ask you for our audience to know more about how did you do it. Okay. All right. So, Leslie, what was your biggest challenge before you and I started working together?
I think it was more education, not realizing, healthy foods aren't healthy, and just learning to read the labels, I think, is the biggest challenge. Like, you think it's healthy and it's not. And then I would say a second thing is also planning ahead, meal planning, because when you really focus and really dive down, you realize how much you eat on a daily basis that you don't think about. It's just second nature, so you don't think about it. But then when you track it and things like that, you realize how much you eat, and you're like, oh wow, that's a lot of food.
Yeah. I mean, really, nutrition's a big part of it. Were you also struggling with even trying to get into a fitness regimen, or was it mostly nutrition?
It was mostly nutrition. I was struggling with a little bit how to get work out a little bit, but it was more nutrition more than anything.
Okay. Yeah, that is basically the biggest bulk of it. Is 80 to 90% of it is from nutrition. So I'm glad to know that was something that we really tackled on, because I really enjoyed working with you doing that, because we did a pantry and fridge detox, and we got deep down inside it, which is awesome. And then what made you decide to make a lifestyle change when you share with me the nutrition part? But what made you decide to say, hey, let's do it now, this year, 2019?
I think what really made me think about it was I had to go shopping again and get a lot bigger sizes, and I was like, I'm not that big. But then you look at pictures and you look at mirrors and you're like, oh yeah, I am. And so it just kind of hit me after I went shopping, I don't know, earlier this year, February maybe or something. And I was like, oh, I really need to lose weight. And then I found old pictures and looked at them, and I was yeah, I need to lose weight. So that's what got me interested.
Okay, so just basically realizing you had to change your dress size to a higher size was a wake-up call.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So when you and I started working together, what were really your goals?
My goals were just to lose weight.
Okay.
That was my goal, was just to lose weight and get to a smaller size.
Gotcha.
So
that's a good goal. That's a simple goal. I like that. And obviously you did it because you lost 45 plus pounds. That's good. With that comes a lot of things. And that was the first focus was losing the weight.
Right.
Okay.
Correct. Yep. That was my goal. That's how I know whether it's going to be a success or not, was by losing weight, losing the pounds on the scale.
Yeah.
As well as fitting into a smaller size.
Yeah.
Clothes.
Definitely. So, how was it? How was your experience like? Be honest. I'm here. You can tell me. What was it like working with you and I online, because we were online the whole time.
We were.
What was your experience like working with me in our one-on-one coaching program?
It was great. It was awesome. I really thought that at times I kind of forgot that you were in a different country. At times I was like, oh, it just didn't hit me that you were in a different country, because you were still in great contact with me at all times, you know, text messages, you wanted to reach out to me however I wanted you to reach out to me, so you were willing to, you know, we did the video calls, text messaging, other messaging apps, email, all that stuff. So like, I didn't even realize, I mean, we didn't have any issues with connections or anything, so it was awesome because I didn't even realize you were in a different country.
That makes me feel so good, because even I worry about like, okay, I hope the time zone is not an issue, but you know.
No, yeah, and that's another good point. Like,
Yeah.
you did it when I could do it, which was in the evening, and it was your morning, so it worked out great because it was still my evening when I was doing nothing in the evenings at home, just kind of hanging out. So it was awesome.
That makes me happy to know, because it's like, you know, you made the time, you had a goal, you wanted to lose the weight, and we found the times that worked best for you and I. I mean, there was one time I woke up really early, and we did a bunch of stuff like kind of online, going over things in your pantry, in your fridge, and just going over a lot of stuff. So I'm glad to know that even the fact that you had this goal, you made it work.
Yeah, and we were on a 12-hour time zone difference, but it's still, we didn't have any issues.
No.
So.
No, I'm glad, thank you. Okay, next question. The results that you got, and I haven't shared them with you yet, except just the 45 plus pounds. You have lost in 310 days. Do you want to know what they are?
Sure.
Okay, in 310 days, you have lost 45.4 pounds, 73.25 inches, 20% body fat, and 7 points up your BMI. So, I mean, that is fantastic. And at least 2 to 3 dress sizes. Is that correct?
Yeah, probably 3,
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can tell just by the photos and just by going over the measurements that it has to be at least 3. So this is great. Now, what is it like? Has anyone else commented on your journey, and how was that for you?
I mean, it makes you feel nice. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, okay, yeah, so other people are noticing now. I've got a lot of comments on it from family, coworkers. A lot of people have been asking me about it. So it's been a great experience. And when they're always like, oh, you look really good, you know, that always boosts my confidence a little bit too. So that's good. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like, it makes me smile more. So that's good.
Now, when someone does comment on your physique and everything, do you feel like that's the first time you've ever received those types of comments before? Like, I kind of, because some people say, I've never received any type of comment before, and it made me feel like this. What was that experience like? Yeah,
it was good. I mean, I'm trying to think, it would be some of the first comments I've received like in my life about that. And it made me feel awesome, you know, it made me feel good. It made me feel like this is a good experience. It made me feel like, oh, hey, you know, other people are noticing, so that means it's working. It boosted my confidence. It boosted my work ethic. It boosted like my performance at work just because of like emotional or mental stimulation. So yeah, it was a great all-around experience.
It becomes a trickle effect, and there's more to come, Leslie. So get ready. So what did you like about me being your coach during the time that we were working together?
I loved the persistence, you know, the non-willing to give up, even though at times I was like, oh my goodness, this is a lot, you know, it's a huge change. You know, it's a huge change. I live a busy lifestyle. I work full time. I babysit, you know, I coach, so I've got a lot of stuff going on. And so, you know, you just kept encouraging me, and you kept being persistent about, hey, how can we do this? You know, how can we get this to work? You kept coming up with different creative ways to get it to work, and it worked.
Well, I know that I felt bad at times that, you know, I was like, I know she's busy, but I know she wants this. This is why we did the goals. And I hope that you didn't hate me.
No, I didn't. But everybody's busy. You know, that's not a good excuse. So, I mean, everybody's busy, and your health should be your number one priority. And a lot of stuff, you know, times you're busy, you're not really busy, and you have time to do it.
Yeah. So you know, basically, you carved it in. You made it work. So, great. Now, we obviously worked together for 310 days. Originally, it was for 6 months. And did you feel like 6 months was enough time to kind of get jump started, or did you feel like you, in general, wanted more time? Because I know we extended.
We did extend it. I think that a little bit more time would be better, just because, like at the end of 6 months, I was like, okay, I kind of have it, but I didn't fully understand it all yet. You know, I hadn't been able to like implement the tools and techniques that you use that you gave me. So like just, you know, another month or two, I think would be really good, because I think that's what we ended up doing.
I think we ended up doing a total of 10 months together. Yeah, but imagine what we had done if it was less than 6. Did you feel like you would have?
Well, I think I would have reverted to old habits is what I think would have happened. I think it would have just been, it would have stuck for a month or two, and then it just would have reverted back to old habits.
Got it. So speaking about old habits and new habits, do you feel like you will ever go back? Do you think that?
No, I mean, I think realistically, I think I'll loosen up a little bit, but I don't think I'll ever go back to a lot of those old habits. Like, I was cutting out pop a lot, and I think I'll have pop occasionally, and I think I'll have, you know, I was cutting out a lot of candy and sugar, and I think I'll have, especially, you know, this time of year, I'll have a little bit, but I'll never go back to as much as I was. I'll learn how to like control myself in portion size.
Well done. Because that's what some brides fear is like, oh, after our coaching, will I just go back to the way things were? But obviously you're sharing, because you like the feedback you're receiving.
Yeah, and I really like healthy food. It's just learning where to go get it, how to cook it, you know, what's healthy and what's not. Once you learn it, it's good. It's very good. It's very satisfying. You're not hungry after you eat it, so.
Yeah, so some people worry about food tasting, healthy food tasting so like chalkboard or just blah.
Yeah.
But you found other ways that hey, this is actually like delicious. Like what you were sharing something that you really liked was kale chips.
Yeah.
And then trying like going to places besides other restaurants you were trying, other healthier restaurants like Vitality Bowls. And
I love Vitality Bowls. I mean, it's awesome. So I go there a lot more instead of Chipotle now. So that's a good change.
Yeah. Yeah, even I have stopped going to certain places too because your taste buds change over time.
Yep.
So great. All right, so the next question I have is, now, Leslie, you shared a lot about your experience, and you know this is excellent for a bride to watch this because they really need an element of hope. What advice would you give to a bride who is considering making a lifestyle change?
Do it. I think you definitely do. I think it's a great time to really challenge yourself and figure out that you can do it. And I mean, the pictures that you look at, I think, for the rest of your life the most pictures are probably your wedding pictures. You have them hanging out everywhere, all of that stuff. And so you pay a lot of money for them, so you want them to look good. And so I think do it, and then you'll be really happy with those pictures. And those will create memories that will last forever.
Yeah, you're right. That when a bride does think about those photos, she does these trendy diets and these crazy sweating for the wedding type diet trends. And, did you ever feel like that is something that a bride like yourself would succeed in?
No, I don't. I mean, like, I guess
for example, like these short-term no carb diets.
Right. Okay, yeah. No, because I think that it's a short-term fix. Like, you're going to revert back to old habits faster. Yeah. More quickly. Versus, kind of learning how to eat, learning what your body's telling you, learning that, hey, you might not be hungry, you might just be thirsty type stuff, so that you have to learn to listen to your body.
Now, here's the thing. What are 3 tips you would give a bride to be who's thinking about slimming down for the gown?
Do it. I think you should definitely do it.
Okay.
I think there's no reason that you shouldn't do it. It's the perfect time in your life to do it. Like, you're going to have no more motivation at any other point in your life to do it. You're going to, as you get older, things like you're like, oh, I'll do it, but you don't really have any motivation for doing it. You don't really have any purpose for doing it. Whereas like a wedding is a great opportunity to, have a goal and reach that goal.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I have one last question for you.
Okay.
And that is, what would you say to the bride concerned about their finances and hiring me or anybody in really making a lifestyle and wedding fitness change?
I think you should definitely do it. I think that it's definitely worth the money and the time spent. I mean, you might have to, you know, cut some other things out, but you know, budget a little bit more, a little tighter, but it's definitely worth it. I think that it's a great experience for you as a person to grow. I think it's definitely a great experience for your health. So I think you should definitely do it. And I think with you, I could be mistaken here, but you are flexible so that you could possibly work with people as well, so that they, you know, finances wouldn't be the only reason why they couldn't do it. And I think that it's definitely worth it. Well, money well spent, some of the best money I've spent ever. So
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I see that all that investment you made on your health has really reflected, and it's been an honor working with you, Leslie, you know, and I'm just so happy to see you blossom, and I'm just excited more for you to come, so
Yeah.
I'm excited, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited, thank you. So, okay, well, we're done. Thank you so much for today. Thank you, Leslie, for coming
You're welcome.
on and sharing your story on how you did it, sharing with us how you became Wedding Fit Forever.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being my coach.
You're welcome. Now we're friends.
Okay.
Now we can be friends.
Awesome.
Because I'm not going to be so tough. I can be chill and relax and stuff.